The Dyatlov Pass incident. In the winter of 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition into the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. Led by Igor Dyatlov, the group consisted of university students and graduates, all well-versed in survival and mountaineering. Their goal was to reach Otorten, a mountain whose name ominously translates to "Don't go there" in the local Mansi language. They never made it. When the group failed to return as scheduled, a search party was sent out. On February 26th, their abandoned campsite was discovered on the slopes of Kholat-Shyakhl, a name that means "dead mountain" in Mansi. What searchers found was deeply disturbing. The hiker's tent had been slashed open from the inside, as if they had fled in a panic. Their belongings, including warm clothing and shoes, were left behind, and footprints in the snow indicated that the group had run barefoot into the freezing wilderness. Rescuers found the bodies scattered across the mountainside, some buried beneath several feet of snow. The first 2 were discovered near the edge of a forest, dressed only in their underwear, their hands burned, possibly from trying to light a fire in desperation. 3 more bodies, including Dyatlov's, were found between the camp and the forest, as if they had been trying to return to the tent but never made it. These hikers had suffered from hypothermia and showed no obvious signs of physical trauma. But it was the discovery of the last 4 bodies, 2 months later, that took the mystery to a chilling new level. These hikers were found in a ravine further into the forest, and their injuries were severe, far beyond what could be explained by a simple fall. One had a fractured skull, and 2 others had broken ribs and massive internal injuries, similar to the kind of force one might expect from a car crash. But there were no external wounds. Even more bizarre, one woman was missing her tongue and eyes. The official Soviet investigation concluded that the hikers had died from a compelling natural force. No further details were given, and the case was quickly closed, leaving the public to speculate. Over the years, theories about what happened to the hikers have ranged from avalanches to secret military tests, and even extraterrestrial encounters. Some locals suggested that the group had been attacked by a yeti or other unknown creature. Others proposed that the hikers had stumbled into a covert Soviet experiment, perhaps involving infrasound or radiation, as some of the bodies had unexplained traces of radioactivity on their clothing. To this day, the true cause of the Dyatlov Pass incident remains a mystery, and the Russian government reopened the case in 2019, only to once again attribute the deaths to an avalanche, though this explanation fails to account for the bizarre and violent injuries suffered by some of the hikers. The fate of the Dyatlov group continues to haunt investigators, drawing people from around the world to the eerie frozen landscape where 9 lives were lost under inexplicable circumstances.